So anyways, if I seem a little nervous, it's probably because I am. But that's neither here nor there. I look forward to getting to know you guys just as much as y'all will be getting to know me. So we can definitely do that here on my channel and in my space. But as the famous YouTubers love to say, enough of my rambling and chit chat, and let's get the vibe going. You feel me? I'm going to answer them very honestly, very in my own way and very comfortably, because although there's nothing here that's really uncomfortable or that I wouldn't mind mentioning, but I just kind of want to let you know that, you know, you're going to get it raw and you're going to get it official. If you hear some noise in the background, I have a new puppy and he is, you know, probably ready to walk or something. I have kids too, so you know, we all gonna act like we know what's up. All right, so you guys asked me first, where are you from? And I have trouble seeing, so they're here, and I'm gonna put them up to my face, and I'm gonna look at them, and y'all gonna look at me, and y'all gonna listen, and we gonna be all good. Where are you from? So that's like I don't know, that's like a loaded question, and I'm from a lot of places. Like, I've been around, and not in a bad way. As a kid, I moved around a little bit, not for any particular reason, just because everybody in my family loved me, so everybody wanted a piece of me in their household. And at one point I was like, you know, one of the only girls as grandchildren in my family, so everybody wanted to have me over and at their family's Christmas and to meet their in-laws and their friends and everything else. So I was like a floater really before I got into school and stuff like that. And then eventually you know, I stayed pretty much in one set place. But I was born in Newark, New Jersey. Yes, I'm an around the way girl. That's my parents met not too far from there, and that's where they decided to start their family once they were married and everything like that. So I'm originally from Newark, New Jersey, and so is my dad. He was a city boy, and he fell in love with a little country girl, which is my mom, who is also from New Jersey, but more of a rural suburban area. And it's called East Windsor, New Jersey, Hightstown, New Jersey. Whoop, whoop. So that's kind of like where I'm from. So I'm well balanced, you know, like I got a little bit of country and classy in me, and then I got a little bit of ratchet and litness and street smarts in me too. So I would say I'm very well balanced, and I'm very versatile, and I'm very true to my upbringing. Like I'm really like a mixed chick that way. The next question you guys had is, who is your best friend? Okay, right, so I'm a grown lady, like 32 years grown, so the best friend kind of thing could come off like a little kitty, a little childish, so I'm not gonna dish y'all, but my husband is my best friend in the entire world. He is the GOAT. He is the OG. That's like my best friend in the whole entire world. But I do have a female best friend, which is my best friend Talia. To you. That's my right hand 50 grand. So that's how y'all getting to know me. That's why y'all getting to know me. See that? Write Talia in the comments. Shout out. How tall are you? As you can see, I'm a Oompa Loompa. I'm not very tall at all. I'm 5 feet, and sometimes I like to trick people and say I'm 5'1" because I want long legs, you know. I just want a little more wiggle room to be tall. That's lying. I know that's lying, y'all, but I'm telling the truth right now. I want to be 5'1" plus, but no, I am 5 feet. Shorty. Dogs or cats? Okay, that's another reason y'all have got to get to know me, okay? Anybody who knows me knows the answer to this. Like, I don't fool with no cats. They're too sneaky. I don't like the way they like to brush up against you and all that. Like, I don't like the hair they leave. I'm a dog girl, and it's really weird because I'm like any type of dog girl. Like, no, I'm a dog lover. I love dogs. My current dog is a small dog. He's a Yorkie Poo, and he's awesome. You guys will meet him soon. See, I just put in a bonus question. I even gave you the breed. Favorite fragrances. Okay, I am a fragrance girl, okay? There's too many to name, to be very honest, because scent is so important to me. Like, it's just as important to me as like hygiene. So of course I love my natural scent. As women, we naturally have our own scent, just like our natural scent pairs with some of our favorite fragrances to make us more unresistible. But my favorite fragrance, I have to say, is Elizabeth Arden Green Tea. One of my favorite fragrances. The reason I say so is because it's like an all-purpose fragrance. I could spray that before working out and smell fresh and fruitful, or I could spray that before bed and just it be soft enough for my husband to still curl up under me and not be like, ooh, that's strong. Where you going, girl? To the club. Of course, jasmine. I like scents that carry jasmine in them. Oh, and the original Michael Kors. Some women say they think it smells like it's for men, but maybe that's what I like about it, because I'm even like a unisex fragrance type of girl. Like, I pick out my husband a lot of fragrances and he normally likes them. So I normally got the fragrance thing on point to do a perfume collection, so I don't want to give it away. And I also threw out just some really affordable choices. So in case you guys, and really accessible, like you can find them almost anywhere or at any perfume counter. So if you're interested, you could stop by and take a little whiff and you're like, oh, okay, I kind of got a feel for what Tommy's interested in, you know, to what she's smelling like going to bed, or, you know, before she going to meet with the girls or whatever. So yeah, that's me. Are a few of your goals? Okay, so that's a really good question. And unfortunately, I'm not one of those people that have a few goals. I'm very, 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 very goal driven. I normally get an idea in my head, and most of my big ideas, I normally become obsessed with them. So then they become a goal, you know, and from there, I'm like unstoppable. You know, I want to achieve this thing. I'm like researching, I'm putting in a lot of my time, a lot of my resources. So what's your favorite way to spend the day? So my favorite days are the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And specifically because my whole family is home. Like, my parents are home at their house. They're normally winding down and everything like that. The kids are home. My husband's off work. And we really get to tap in and spend time together. Y'all know we got all that, you know, COVID stuff floating around. So it's a little different. We don't get to do all the things that we normally like to do together. But we don't get to spend this much time together. So spending the time together, it really doesn't matter what you're doing. But that's my favorite way to spend the day, is with them. I don't care what we're doing. Like, let's go. I do like outdoor stuff though, believe it or not, like bike riding and swimming and walking, and nothing too crazy, like not like jumping out of airplanes or anything like that. Just the simple things. Okay, what did you want to be when you were growing up? So when I was growing up, I'm not going to kid you, I originally thought I was going to be like a lawyer, be the direction that I would go in, right? But really, I'm like nowhere near lawyer status. It never crossed my mind again in like my true adulthood. You know what I mean? Like, I never even thought about that again. But anyways, I did want to be a lawyer, but that never happened. I never went to school for that or anything. So, you know, that was, I don't know. I was a young buck. Everybody wanted, you know, you had to think about being a doctor, a lawyer, a nurse. But nowadays the world has changed a lot. So a lot of what you were expected to want, you know, this new generation, they've kind of flipped that, and you're able to, you know, blaze your own trail. And that's kind of the person I am. Entrepreneur status all day. What do we have here? How did you develop your current style? I didn't really have to ever develop a style. I've always been fashion forward. I've always been, as they like to say, risque, not afraid to do different colors, try different things. So I've always had an awesome sense of style, even with styling others and things like that. But it wasn't really anything that I had to develop. I mean, I don't want to sound like that, but like I've always been that way, you know. I've always been a person that felt like image was very important. It's not the only important thing, but is very important to me, and it's very important in the field that I'm in. So I've always known that about myself, to be neat, to be presentable, to be yourself, and to even express yourself through your fashion. So that's always been a thing. And I'm going to talk some more about that on my podcast. I'll make sure to leave you guys some of the information. So once we get up and going with that, you'll be able to tap in, and you'll be able to, get an extension of a lot of these questions. Because a lot of this stuff I kind of talk about. How do you feel about makeup? Oh, wow. This is like, this was like a really funny question when I got it, and it really brought me back to a place. Break it down to y'all real quick. So it brought me back to a place because I've always liked a little makeup, right? You know, as a little girl, you want to play in fingernail polish, your mom's perfume, and okay, I was a girl, so I definitely did that, right? But when I was about 13, maybe going into high school, I started dibbling and dabbling a little more. I actually experienced acne, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna put on a little bit of this powder and dust it over there and cover up some of them hyperpigmentations and all those things, just being a kid and just trying to feel flawless. You always just want to fit in and feel a sense of normalcy. And when you're a kid, everything feels like it's not normal, even though it's very normal. Acne or braces or or even farting, it's normal. Get over it, right? And then as I graduated through high school and everything like that, it just didn't make sense to be as fly as I was and not have on a little mascara, or my lip gloss not to be popping, or eyebrow not on fleek. Like, it just didn't make sense, Like I said, I'm a very clean cut, image forward type of person. So it didn't make sense to be that kind of person and, kind of not be on fleek. So I've always had my hands a little bit in makeup, now a little more than ever. And I remember like a friend of mine, her aunt and her, we were getting dressed to go somewhere. Now this is a grown lady. I'm probably like, oh God, maybe I'm like 20 years old, maybe 22. And, it's my close friend or whatever. I even consider them like almost family, And we were getting dressed and we were getting ready to go out and have some girls fun and stuff like that. And I was in the mirror at 2021, which was a long time ago, 10 years ago. That was 12 years ago. So what? But, that was a minute ago. And I was on my beat. I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't a just lip gloss and mascara beat. I was on my beat. And they were looking at me like I was crazy or like I had a problem. And I overheard them low key talking about me, like, why she want to put on that makeup? And what is she, why she gotta do that? And that's so unnecessary, and she's beautiful, and what she call herself doing? Baby, makeup is not about if you are beautiful or not. That almost has nothing to do with nothing. But the irony in that is the aunt and the niece, okay, today, like 2020, they won't walk out the door without a beat face. So I almost like pioneered that for them. You see what I'm saying? Again, blaze your own trail. To thy own self be true. Whatever you want to do, whatever you like, the things that make you happy, do that. Because guess what? As much as they whisper, they talked about Jesus. As much as they whisper and talk about you, you're going to give them a breakthrough. They will be following suit. And that's exactly what happened. And now when I see them posting pictures, I'm still cool with them. Everything's still everything. I'm not that type of girl to where anything upsets me or makes me feel uncomfortable in my skin. But I just thought that was really funny because as of right now, they won't post a pic without a cake face or a filter. So, and they slaying it. Don't get me wrong. They doing it well. But boo, I told you them eyebrows was too thin. You know what I'm saying? Back in 2005, back in 2003, I told you that. You didn't want to listen to me. So, whatever. They talked about Jesus. That's all I'm going to say. Are you natural or relaxed? I am natural to the T. I haven't been relaxed since I was like 18 years old. What's your favorite type of music? My favorite type of music, I like all music. So if you guys meant like genre, I like everything. Like I like gospel, I like pop, I like rock, I like country, I like soul, I like old school music. So genre, I like everything. I mess with everything. My favorite era of music would have to be 90s music and early 2000s. 1990 to 2006 7. That's like, I mean, I know that's a whole 17 years, but you know, those 2 decades, I don't know if it's just because when I was growing up or what, but I just feel like music is not the same. Like, you're not getting the same quality, effort, anything. But you know, that's me. That's what I like. Always hear that era, because that's the kind of girl I am. That's what I'm into. Heels or sneakers? Both. And ever since I had kids, I haven't been as equipped as I would like to be in heels. So I don't wear heels as much. But prior to having children, and my son is 12. So prior to having children, you couldn't pay me to wear a sneaker. Isn't that funny? Like, even though sneakers are very fashion forward and things like that, it just wasn't my style. I would wear, if I wore a sneaker, it was very intentional, meaning that I had a bomb ass sweatsuit or jersey or something that I just wanted to pull off in the sneaker. But I was typically a heel girl. Now I'm a little bit of everything. You know, you could catch me in a boot, a flat, a heel, a pump, whatever, a sneaker. So that's that on that. Some of your favorite foods. So I'm a seafood girl, just like it seems like every other girl in the world, but I am a seafood girl. I don't eat all seafood. I primarily love like shellfish, like crabs, shrimps, lobster, mussels. I like mussels more than I like clams, but I'm definitely a seafood girl, and I'm definitely an Italian girl. Lasagna is my absolute favorite food. Call me Garfield. Like, it just is what it is. I love lasagna. We have spaghetti at least once a week in my house. I don't care what you say. Really, that's twice a week, because you know the best spaghetti is the next day. So maybe once or twice a week, we definitely have spaghetti on the menu in my home. And I know it's not good for me, but I really like, when I like to go out to dinner with my husband and stuff like that, I really enjoy a bomb ass crab cake with a bomb ass piece of steak. Like, that's like, and some broccoli. That's like one of my fave combos. Your views on friendships. Okay, so my view on friendship is just this simple. Treat other people the way you want to be treated. Like, I am such a firm believer in that. I know it sounds cliche and corny, or whatever you want to call it, but it's the truth. And when they said that was the golden rule, like, that was solid. It's definitely the golden rule. I teach that to my children. I apply that with my children and my family and everyone. Like, I really live by that, because I really feel like if you walk into any type of situation, even if you don't know someone, and you treat them the same way you would want to be treated, that's simply an effort of maybe even putting yourself in their shoes for a second. I think understanding comes with that. You know, I think that cuts out a lot of misunderstanding, a lot of chaos, just to consider somebody for a second, put yourself in their shoes, and treat them how you would want to be treated. So in every friendship, every relationship, treat the person how you would want to be treated. And that's like what I live by that. Like, that's all I can say. Do unto others as you want done unto you. If you could only wear one of these, which would it be? Eyelashes or lip gloss? Y'all see I don't have on no lashes right now. Don't judge me. The truth is, I'm not good at putting on lashes, right? So I'm more like a mascara girl, right? So lashes wouldn't be it, because, and then sometimes when the lashes are too big, I can't even see. I was telling my husband that I be feeling like I have on a baseball cap, like, ooh, I can't see. So anyway, it wouldn't be lashes. It would probably be lip gloss or a lippy of some sort. I would say a lippy, not necessarily lip gloss, because I love my man. Our final question: what made you start a YouTube? Here's the truth. What made me start a YouTube was, I've attempted this numerous times, and I still haven't got it all together. But I hope you guys are willing to rock with me and get to know me, and I hope you're open to my perspective and, you know, what I have to offer. And I'm definitely open to learning things from you guys, you know what I mean? Because I know you guys got some gems. I know it. So I've tried this several times before. It's very hard to stay consistent. It's very hard to deal with a lot of online I guess pressure, like what people expect you to look like, how they expect you to talk, how they even expect you to think. Like, people judge you based on what you think. And, you know, that always kind of like pulled me back a little bit. So I started my YouTube primarily as an outlet, because I have a young daughter, and I really felt like, okay, if I'm going to take this time away from the actual workforce, I've always been one foot out, like in the workforce and doing my own businesses. But if I'm going to take the time away from the actual workforce to raise my daughter at home for a little while, I kind of need an outlet, right? Because I'm always going to be swamped with house moms things. So I saw a lot of moms on YouTube, and I'm like, hey, I could do that. Hey, I do that. Or, you know, okay, I'm not the only girl at home that needs somebody to talk to. And, you know, that made me feel good. And I kind of wanted to be that for somebody else. I've been watching YouTube for years, over a decade. Some of my favorite YouTubers are the OGs, like Tiara Marie, Nitra B, Missy Lynn. That's my Ray Ray. It's my Ray Ray. Peak Mill. What is that? China Candy Couture. Who else? Like, I mean, I like the OG YouTubers. Y'all newbies, y'all okay? Jackie Ina, like, Aaliyah J, like, I love everybody. You know what I mean? Pretty Girl Bree, mwah! Like, that's really my girl. She's so down. Y'all go check her out. She's so down. Like, I just love her. Like, and tons of others. I'm forgetting a lot of people, but you know, like, I grew up on YouTube. So it just didn't seem far-fetched, and here I am. And it's not going to be a perfect ride, but we're going to do this together, and we're going to learn all this technology, and we're going to learn all the rest of the things that we need to learn to make ourselves and this channel great. That's a wrap for me. I'm going to finish nursing this Arizona green tea. Check on the kids. Make sure the dog is okay. Wait for my husband to get home from work. And, you know, get some family affairs started. But other than that, tell you guys good night. Thank you for taking the time to get to know me. There will be lots more content and lots more opportunities to talk with me and to experience a little bit of me. And I look forward to doing the same with you guys. Remember to make everything you are and everything you do a masterpiece. Much love. Bye.